Gwen just always cheering the team up. Draft though, Alpha 7 Esports this time around will go to the blue side.
Oh yeah. And let's see how this is gonna pan out. The ban should be almost the same. Loyi Phobias banned by A7. Matilda banned by Falcons PH. Gonna take out the Kalia as well. So in game 1, we saw Suyo and Harif being the last 2 bans in the first phase. Wonder that is going if that will change, right? I think if you're A7, you open the Suyo and Harif and see what happens. So Fanny gets banned out. I think Falcons are more than willing to initiate a trade with the Harif Suyo.
Yeah, I think they're gonna ban other heroes now. Let Alpha 7 Esports take the driver's seat and take whatever is left. Team Falcons, they definitely can go for the, let's say, I guess, the Jawhead ban, the Hilda ban, just to shake things up. Alpha 7 Esports, though, I think they need to prioritize the Harith.
Yeah, I think the fact that you have to ban out the Fanny on blue side, that itself is already a bit of indicator, right? Because usually you don't ban Fanny on blue side. So Harry gets banned out, Falcons giving their respect, willing to trade a Suyo if needs be.
Pick up the Suyo, and I guess the trade would be Chushin Badang or Chushin Hilda if they want to go crazy. Alpha 7 Esports here taking their time and yeah, finally locking the Suyo in.
Yeah. Checking out the results of the other streams, seems like the game 1 has ended too. So I mean, all of us so far, I think the results of the other streams have been going according to our predictions. But here we go, Super Marco with the Granger again, Flap once more getting the Hilda. Almost the same draft as game 1. Remember, the Joy is still up on the table, so you can expect Kaltizi to get his hands on that.
Yeah, and Team Falcons can definitely pick up the Joy third later on. Alpha 7 now with this, right? What do they go for here? Badang again. If they want to perhaps apply pressure towards that mid, they pick up the mid here. So I guess the Badang and let's say the Sicilian, right? Alpha 7. Oh, the Cho Moscow.
Wow, so Cho Moscow. I think a slightly different approach. I was thinking something like maybe like a Jawhead maybe, but yeah, Cho able to keep up too. So that's the Joy that we both expected to come out. So both teams still looking for the mid laner. I know that Alpha 7 in the previous game they picked Glue 4th, the Glue 3rd, and then they started banning out Fuse heroes. See if that's gonna be the same. Zeus is still up on the table too.
All right, Team Falcons, you're taking their time. Definitely, if Team Falcons want to go crazy, they definitely can pick up the Selena as well. I'm sure if you can rock that hero, no problem. It's going to be tough though if they don't get the early lead. But yeah, Team Falcons here. I guess they should just limit the mid, right? The mid. They're just gonna be the Gatot Kacha.
I guess to stop anyone that can disrupt Kyle, but Gato Kacha also opens up potential for Farsa and Eve on their end. Take out the die potential from Alpha 7. You also eliminate a sandbag too. Falcons really covering plenty of their bases with this ban. Jusin ban up by A7.
Alright, so Alpha 7 Esports here. I guess their second phase, what are they looking? They have a crowd control, they have TPS. I don't mind them looking for at a burst type of mage as well, not the utility, just to have that pressure, right? A hero that can also do well high ground. I'm sure they are eyeing a Farsa pick, but then Team Falcons can just deny that pick away.
So this Hylos gets banned out. That's a hero that you did pointed out in game 1 would have been great for Falcons, but in this case they banned the Hylos again just to eliminate the sandbags, eliminate any sort of that forward momentum, forward movement from A7. So with that in mind, I think Alpha 7, if they want to ban another mid laner, it could be You can't even ban Farsa nor Eve, right? Because then you don't get anything. It's a tough spot to be in. Maybe look at Ogwen's hero pool. So they banned the Sicilian, I believe. Yeah, they banned the Sicilian, so there is still a potential for that trade with the Farsa Eve.
Yeah. It's going to be the Farsa for Team Falcon. So, yeah, it's nasty already if you think about it. Granger, Farsa, great range, right? And a source of high ground within that Farsa as well. Good sieging potential. And with the Joy, we saw what Kaltizi can do. So a lot of dive with the Joy here. Alpha 7, they need to somehow find answers. Here. I guess if Eve, okay, good high ground as well to stabilize. And they need a hero that can sandbag. They do want to go all in though. Khalid is an option. The Khalid and Choke combo, which is quite nasty early.
What about Vex and Khalid also? Let's see. The Lucas. So they do take the Vexana and the Lucas. Same thing, you have this fighter sandbag that can go for the dive in that back lane, you know. Heroes like Granger and Farsa generally don't want the Lucas on top of them. So I can see the vision for sure from A7. Now Ogwen's heroes. The Tig is actually still up if Ogwen wants to go for that.
Tig is up. They do need somehow a big crown control, right? To compensate. It's gonna be the Franco though. So it's a lock. It's a crowd control, but it's single lock crowd control.
Oh yeah. If that's the case, it does solve the Lucas problem. Can't really dive the back. Solve the Cho problem too, so it's a 2-in-1. Whoever tries to go for a dive just gets bloody hunted and destroyed. You don't get to see Franco often, but it can be a win condition, right? Especially the later the game goes. We'll see this game 2 is does your opinion of the draft change from game 1, or is it still, more towards Falcons PH?
I think they're taking a risk here with Team Falcons. I think they have good single lock targets, right? But then again, if the hooks don't land, it might fall into favor of Alpha 7 Esports.
Let's hop into game number 2. So Land of Dawn will be where these two teams kind of face off against each other. This time we are going to have Alpha 7 Esports on the blue side, Team Falcons Philippines on red side. See if it's going to be any different, right? Early bush control mid side to prevent any sort of cheeky moves from the Franco. So this is going to be kind of the predicted start. Obviously, Kaltizi getting a slightly faster hit start.
Okay. So let's see. Will it be an action-packed early game, or will it be somewhat similar like the first game? Well, that's a hook from Ogwen just to delay the farm take of Kingzilla.
That's already bad news because Kaltizi has already gotten both buffs. Now going for the Little Wanderer. He has Ogwen essentially guaranteed a lead for Kaltizi just under the first minute. The Skill Lizard will be stolen as well, so Kingzilla needs to keep tabs of that. And look at where Ogwen is, right? Bottom side of his own jungle. So an invade for Alpha 7 isn't going to be as straightforward as they wanted it to be.
And it does feel like it feels like a game 1 here where the first 2 minutes will not have a first blood. Looking at the talents and emblems here, okay, Master Assassin for the Moskov, Vessel of Blood for Super Marco here. Perhaps just wants to stay alive a bit there, a little bit more sustainable. Lucas though, yeah, he went all in with the firmness, with the fighter talent as well, but he wants some kills with the Assassin emblem.
Yeah, Assassin emblem, but with the Brave Smite. Beside Ogwen hiding in the bush too. The hook lands on the Dominic and they're going to jump on him. Dominic flickers to safety, able to dash away to buy distance. Just in time for the turtle to spawn. So Dominic, even if he hits 4, he's not going to be at full health. No flicker to work with.
Interesting, right? Usually the EXP and the mid clears top, but it is actually Takashi clearing top and both mid and EXP clearing mid. So let's see here the adjustments. Will it be fruitful?
Flap is going to show himself right now. Feather S try. Lucas jumps straight into it. That's going to be Purify used by Few. His ultimate gets cancelled. First blood given over to Alpha 7. SOD goes wide. Big damage from Dominic. As he's able to weather the storm, the hook from Ogwen lands, but only onto the Eternal Guard. The sniper from Super Marco takes out Dominic with the splash. Death Sonata will secure the kill. Turtle going over to Kingzilla. Meanwhile, Kaltizi forced out of his own jungle as Takashi makes sure that he doesn't get much done. Orange buff. Now being contested, Kaltizi attempts to get it. Should be able to secure it, no problem. At the end of the day, Alpha 7 only got 1 kill.
Yeah, I mean, Kingzilla doesn't want to be greedy, but in the bottom side, almost a solo there by Super Marco. Forced Gusta Lagusa to use his own flicker there. But wow, I like it, right? The adjustment seems like it is fruitful. Top lane, though, Dominic goes down for the second time here. Team Falcons, they're finding compensation.
Really punishing Dominic and his lack of flicker. I feel like if he had the flicker during the turtle fight, it could have been slightly different. But either way, that top lane is essentially dead. Alpha 7 would just have to play the rest of the game knowing that Dominic is going to have a hard time recovering. As Falcons have already shut him down.
Yeah. That was a flicker by Flap there. He doesn't want to gamble anything. For now, it's just a reset here, just 3 kills for both teams. And yeah, Takashi again opening things up, looking for bushes, looking for Ogwen, and that's an Ogwen.
Yeah, Ogwen will find you, and that Syndra did. And Takashi has a lot of weight on his shoulders, right? He got to check all these bushes. They're gonna look for Super Marco. Easy kill with the help of Gusta Lagusta. Takashi also spotting on where Ogwen is. No Shunpo means the hook will connect. Takashi still able to dash away. But a kill on the Super Marco is always going to be good.
It will, right? And again, another reset here before the second turtle comes up. And let's see here. If the SOD lands this time, I'm sure Gusta Lagusta will join in. Not like the first turtle take. And let's see here. Team Falcons seems like they will not give this turtle for free.
An attempted contest. The hook does miss. Again, Alpha 7 gets the second turtle of the game. A good kick to isolate Flapteezy from the rest of the team. Flapteezy wanted to run away. All 5 members of A7 on his tail. Flapteezy is going to get knocked out by the Jit Kundo and secured by A7.
Okay, again, another good turtle take here. It does seem like with the Franco, Ogwen cannot really open bushes or let's say open things up, Game 1, he was on a Kalea, so he was able to find more engages. But with this Franco, it seems like Team Falcons struggles to find the right connection team fight-wise, though. It's just 200 gold for Alpha 7.
Definitely making way better adjustments. Takashi on this show has been doing his due diligence. Instant bloody hunt to try and take Takashi down, but Takashi still able to get away. Good body blocks from A7. The Death Sonata will not connect, conceal. But Ogwen and Phil, that one also thwarted. A7 gets away.
Okay, seems like it's gonna be a trade, right? Top turret for bot turret. Team Falcons is on that first turret, so they will trade the first structure here. Each getting 1, and yeah, if you take a look at the gold, yeah, nothing much. Oh, that's a hook.
Dominic once more getting reeled in and killed off. 30 seconds until the next turtle. Dominic will be back in time, but as much as Ogwen is on this Franco, you can still see like he has focusing mark, right? Extra damage for his teammate, extra movement speed, but on top of that, as the game progresses, every single hook is going to turn into a confirmed kill with the amount of burst that they have.
Not a fun game here if you're Dominic, but let's see here. Oh, that's a kick.
On the flat, flickers, gets away. Cow will get top tier 1. Nothing much was lost.
It's crazy. It's crazy because that's a kick on towards just Flap though, so I don't think it's worth it. Perhaps a miscalculation there, but that's the OSOD. Definitely will not be committed. Seems like Gusta Lagusta will opt for the turret take instead, knowing a lot of members committed towards that turtle pit. So yeah, right now, even then, Gusta Lagusta wasn't able to get that turret. So for now, Team Falcons has more map pressure here with 2 turrets already taken down from the side of Alpha 7 Esports.
Ogwen with the concealed Takashi. Does he see that though? That info, very important. So this is not going to ute anything. Maybe giving some map control. Ogwen being mid-side. It's going to make it a bit harder. Eternal Guard lands on the 2. Takashi also pops his own conceal. Both teams just making sure that they don't give up too much space.
Not yet. And I guess, right, Ogwen, if it does land, Team Falcons need to take that kill. Because if it's a hook and a member of Alpha 7 Esports got away, that will be a resource wasted. But at least for the first 8 minutes here, Ogwen's hooks has been delivered. The follow-up damage is always there. And let's see here, already clumping up in that bush. Looking for information. Alpha 7 Esports, I think they sniffed that one out, right? The positioning of Ogwen. Dominic, a juicy target if Ogwen lands a hook.
Will instantly pops the ult to get to the backline. So Phil will use his Purify. That's a hook into a Flicker Bloody Hunt. Unfortunately, Dominate hard committed, ends up going down. Kautizi, he has a fresh Holy Crystal. Gonna try and jump in. Super Marco with a snipe. Meanwhile, the kick on Takashi to keep his teammates alive, but still not enough. Takashi sacrifices himself. Kingzilla wants to look for Flapteezy, but doesn't have enough damage to do so. And Super Marco and Ogwen works together to give Super Marco the killing spree. 3 for Team Falcons.
Amazing. 3 members taken out there. Team Falcons, what a recovery. And what Purify there from Pew. And gives them a chance to counter. That's the mid-tier going down.
And that's an execution. Syndra overstepping boundaries. That means his purple buff is going to be taken out. That is a lot of damage by Few. Gusta Lagusta just lost half his health bar from 1 airstrike.
It's so nasty, right? The combination of Granger and Farsa. And they're well fed, by the way. So you see that the range is really, really lacking from the side of Alpha 7 here. They can't really do nothing now, right? Because Few, let's say all Alpha 7 Esports wants an engage. You got Few with the airstrike. You got Granger, who can provide vision with the Sonata. And you got also the hooks, where when it lands, all right. The first Lord will fall for the side of Team Falcons. And take a look at the items. Already 1,500 gold difference in that gold and 2,000 gold difference on that jungler.
Once more, Team Falcons managed to get the ball rolling, albeit taking a bit longer into the game too, but still now they're in prime position to set up for a checkmate angle. The Death Sonata really starting to hurt splash damage. Not to mention that, of course, Holy defense mid lane down. Lord bot side, Kautizi tries to go for a rundown. Gusta somehow survives that one. Could have been disastrous, but still need to weather the storm.
Does seem like they have an open base here.
Well, try. Flicker kick. That's on the flap though. The tankiest member of the team. The Bloody Hunt does get used. Negated overall. Big shockwave. Gusta with an SOD goes in, fights 2 of his own, looks for Super Marco, but doesn't have enough damage to finish the job. And Kautizi able to keep them at bay, but finished up by Dominic, who flickers back in. Super Marco now is going to be the next contender, and Dominic, he is going to be executed. Death Sonata in the face of Kingzilla. Team Falcon somehow salvaged the fight.
Wow, that's a great opening there. Takashi looks for something there. Super Marco still has a flicker in hand, so he knows that he is going to be A-okay. But yeah, what an opening there. If we see the replay, right, that's an opening. But take a look at the SOD. Gusta Lagusta, suddenly he is just free hitting 2 members, almost 3. Super Marco got covered. But Kautizi here, a little too aggressive, a lot of cancellations, and he was taken down. Super Marco has the Sky Piercer, so Dominic, yeah, couldn't survive long. He gets out as well, but that was a great defense from the side of Alpha 7. Great gold take as well, so yeah, they somehow equalize here to a certain extent. Still 5,000 gold behind though. At least the damage is there.
I just noticed that just now Gusta actually didn't even use his SOD. He committed a flicker to close the distance.
Crazy.
I feel like if that was an SOD, and he would have kept the flicker. Maybe it would have been slightly different, but either way, now without flicker, he has to be a lot more careful. It's going to come back up in the next 30 seconds. Lord up in under 10. This goal lead that Falcons have, definitely not as much as they did in Game 1 at this point of time. In Game 1, they had a 10,000 goal lead at around 12 minutes. So Gusta Lagusta on this Moskov also able to create a lot more pressure in the side lane. Winds of Nature for him. Kingzilla getting a BOD. Dominate having an Athena shield. It's all to set up for this second defense.
Yeah, Team Falcons here taking the Lord no problem top lane though. Looking for something from the side of Gusta Lagusta. Almost gets a turret, but that's a slow push. Now, Team Falcons with this Lord, they definitely can try to penetrate through. Let's see if Ogwen lands an early hook.
Conceal, feather airstrike just to force Alpha 7 back. There is a knockup. Kick doesn't really come true as Ogwen did flicker away. So that's an inhibitor down bottom side. Lord just spawned. Alpha 7 still needs to somehow pull off this defense, and they have pretty good defense, honestly. Moskov, Vex, some sort of long range poke every now and then from Kingzilla.
And with the Lord, right? I think ideally Ogwen wants a hook here. But if they can't, then let's see here. I guess they can open things up with Kaltizi engaging. Lord now almost out. It seems like Team Falcons, their main priorities are just the turrets, and they got it.
Yeah, very well executed. One last way mid side. One hook could end it all. Alpha 7 will have to constantly play from behind from this point onwards. Leaving the map, leaving the base itself is going to be a tough order. Team Falcons,
wow,
constantly looking for an opportunity to see who is lacking. They can run to the hook of Ogwen, committing feather airstrike again. Depth Sonata is just long range artillery, left, right, and center.
Yeah, no openings just yet here to find the right fight there. But you can see already the power from Pew, right? That's the feather airstrike onto our two members earlier in Alpha 7 Esports. They back off instantly. Yeah, 2k gold lead for Granger, 4k gold lead for that jungler. For Joy, let's see here. Will they be able to close this one out, or will they wait for the next Lord, which will be coming in a minute?
Hook of Ogwen missed again. Just not did use the conceal, but Phil has reached critical mass. Right, two feather airstrikes was able to take out 80% of Gusta Lagusta's HP. And I think if you're Team Falcons, this game is yours to lose. Just wait for the Lord, take it, and end the game.
That's the thing. And again, they're just playing it slow. Bottom side will be frozen here, the lane. So the Alpha 7 Esports, they're really lacking in farm. And I guess they want to freeze the top lane, but it is actually slow pushing. So yeah, they're suffocating Alpha 7 Esports, right? In a way, take a look at the 4 members of Alpha 7 Esports. They want to clear the bot, but it seems like it's so far from their reach. They know, though, that Team Falcons is around top lane because the bottom side of the jungle is actually dominated by Alpha 7. But now, Team Falcons, they have rotated towards a Lord's Pit, and I don't think Alpha 7 Esports, they have enough firepower here to do a contest. Kaltizi gets another objective for that Lord.
Man, how do you defend this Lord? Lord number 3 of the game, but with no base turrets and the Lord just running it down mid. All the waves synced up too. It's gonna be tough. They do find Flap TZ. They try to take him down, but Flap again survives with the flicker. Has the immortality to work with. So Alpha 7, they committed a kick, couldn't find anything. Takashi will have to wait for that to come back up, but it will take some time. Ogwen's hook will always be a threat. Let's see, he's gonna flicker forward, tries to go for Bloody Hunt instantly. Gets the kill on the Dominic. Flap TZ will go down, but that's only immortality. Feather airstrike will zone the rest of A7 away. Execution. Takashi will lose his immortality and come back to life. Lord would be taken care of. Gusta Lagusta clearing it out with the passive. And A7 doing a pretty good job at defending their base, but they still need 25 seconds for Dominic to come back up. Can they find that opening? A kick onto Ogwen will secure his death. Immortality for him. SOD to the back. Gusta Lagusta tries to look for Field flickers, but Field gets away with the wings by wings. Gusta Lagusta with the wings of nature, not enough. And Team Falcons somehow once more weather the storm to find themselves a clean sweep over Alpha 7.
What a last push from Team Falcons, Alpha 7 Esports.